Welcome to the Triple Thread Pod, episode 29. D, how you
Yes,
doing,
bro,
dude?
it's
Are you good?
crazy when you say it like that. That's so mad. Happy 29. Let's go.
It's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, that's
It's a
good,
lot of
bro.
episodes, dude.
Let's give
It's good
the
though.
listeners some energy because we just watched 322 and those last few fights were boring. So let's get the energy up. Let's go.
Oh, God. Very boring, yeah. They were boring. Let's be. Oh, it was bad. Okay. So on today's segment for film, we're going to do underrated directors. So it's three each. It's our top three. D, take it away. You will be. I know you've probably got an honorable mention.
Yeah,
One or two of them.
I struggled with this one because I just wanted to name everyone and I was like, no, just three. So my honorable mentions are my first, just to keep this thematic and with the film we spoke about last week. My first one is Dan Trachtenberg. He's obviously done Prey, Kill of Killers, and Badlands, and then he also did 10 Cloverfield Lane. If people haven't seen that movie, please watch it. It's a really good performance by
Good film.
John
Good
Goodman
show.
is brilliant in that film. It'll keep you guessing the entire time. So he's my one honorable mention, and then my second honorable mention is someone who I feel like should win an Oscar, should have an Oscar by now, is Derek Cianfrance. He did Blue Valentine, The Place Beyond the Pines, The Light Between Oceans, and very recently Roofman. I'm hearing really good things about Roofman. I know Mark loves Channing Tatum, so he's probably dying to see it.
I won't watch it. Hard pass.
So those are my
Hard pass.
two honorable mentions, bro. If you want to say your number three.
Honorable mentions. So my number three, Pasek isn't just underrated. He's very, very underrated. And that is Jeff Nicholas. For those of you who don't know who he is, he did one of the best psychological thrillers ever made, and that is Take Shelter with Michael Shannon. This guy just he just knows how to create tension and slow burning drama with plenty of emotional weight.
Nice.
And he also did with Matthew McConaughey.
Mud is a great film. If people haven't seen Mud, you need to see it. You need to watch Loving as well. And Midnight Special was also really good. So, yeah.
Yes. Well, no, sorry, I haven't watched that one. I
Okay.
need to watch that still.
And then recently he did The Bike Runners with Tom Hardy.
Yes,
I enjoyed,
right, sure.
I enjoyed The Bike Riders, yeah. I'm happy Jeff Nichols made your list, bro. So my number three is a director called S. Craig Zahler. He has made very few films, but the ones he's made, like all three are bangers. They are the ones that I've seen are Bone Tomahawk, Brawl in Cell Block 99, and Drag Across Concrete. And then he has a new film coming out it says 2025, but it could be beginning of next year, called The Bookie and the Bruiser. It's about two guys returning from World War II. So you already know that's going to be hectic with him directing.
Sure.
Yeah, he's got his fit.
Yeah, I still need to. I know you've been telling me to watch it. Bone
Tomahawk.
What was it? Tomahawk? Bone Tomahawk. I can't say the word.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. My number two is Alex Garland, and that is the man that directed Ex Machina, Civil War, and he co-directed with Ray Mendoza Warfare, which came out earlier this year.
Nice,
which was brilliant.
He also did it's that movie with Natalie Portman. It's a Netflix film.
Annihilation.
Yes, that movie will trip you up. I loved Annihilation. It's quite divided, but I
Yes.
loved it. Jeez, it was so cool.
Yeah, look, but that oak is the king of psychological tension, dude. He just, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Civil War was very underappreciated in my opinion. It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, great performances
Yeah,
as well. It was completely ignored at the Oscars, and
sure.
it was a great film. Civil War was a great film.
It was a good film.
That's awesome, bro. Okay, so my number two, bro, was also Jeff Nichols. I freaking love Take
No,
Shelter. Mud is amazing. Midnight Special is great. Loving is a great film. Like I said, I enjoyed The Bike Riders, but yeah, I'd say Mud and Take Shelter are like his two great films that people need to see. So,
Big Shelters. Michael Shannon should have
oh
won
yeah,
something at the Oscars for
one
that because
one
he's so good.
hundred percent, he was phenomenal in that movie.
He was incredible in
Yeah.
that movie. Okay, my number one. So this man hasn't directed a lot of films, but I will say this: um, he's created some of the best TV shows. He's one of the best writers in Hollywood, and I just want to see him behind the camera more and more. And that's Taylor
Cool.
Sheridan.
Shout, bro.
Um, and obviously the movie that his masterpiece, which
Yes.
is Wind River. We've mentioned it before in the podcast, and yeah, this like just needs to be. He needs to be part of. He
Mm,
needs to direct more movies, just plain and simple. So
yeah.
yeah,
He's actually co-directing or he's co-writing and co-directing. I think I know he's making so basically he and Peter Berg. For people who don't know, Peter Berg he's the guy that made the movies like Lone Survivor, Patriot Day, all those films with Mark Wahlberg. He and Taylor Sheridan are
yeah,
doing the Call of Duty movie. So
that's correct. Yep, that is right.
yeah,
Yep, that's correct. Well, yeah. Also, obviously, I know it's not film, it's not a movie, but Taylor did direct some of the sequences in Lioness,
yeah,
the TV show, which was
yeah,
very good.
yeah. What he's doing
Yeah,
on Paramount Plus is unbelievable. The guy's basically
no,
running
it's
that
incredible.
platform.
Absolutely incredible.
Um,
So yeah, and then he did the script
yep,
for Sicario, if
yep, he did.
I'm not
Yep,
mistaken.
yeah. Wrote the script for Sicario.
That was his claim to fame.
He wrote Hell or High Water. Um,
I still need to
yeah,
watch that.
it's amazing. That's a shot, bro. Uh, my number
Thank you.
one will segue us into the review because my number one is Lynn Ramsey. Dude, she's so
Oh, nice. I knew she was
yeah,
going to be on your list.
um yeah, she's just so unique. You know you're watching a Lynn Ramsey film when you are. Um we'll start with we need to talk about Kevin. I know he's not a popular figure, but Ezra Miller was unbelievable in that film, and Tilda Swinton should have won an Oscar for that film. It's not an easy watch,
Oh, but
but
she's
it's
great. She's
brilliant.
incredible.
And then one of my all-time favorite films that again was just completely ignored at the Oscars. It won the Palme d'Or, which is a massive. It's basically Best Picture at the Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah,
Yeah, it won that. He won Best Actor at several festivals. She won Best Director at several festivals, and then Oscars came in. Just nada. But that was
sure.
for You Were Never Really Here. Honestly, it's Joaquin Phoenix's maybe his best performance. It's an incredible movie. I recommend it to everyone because no one talks about it. So yeah, Lynn Ramsey is my number one.
That's a
Yeah,
shout.
she's phenomenal. Yeah,
Nice, dude. Nice. Listen, I haven't seen those movies, but from what you have told me about them, definitely something to add
yeah.
onto the list. Okay, so that wraps up our list. Do you want to recap it?
Sure. So my two honorable mentions were Dan Trachtenberg. Yes, Dan Trachtenberg. Just Disney, just give him the keys to the Predator franchise and leave the man alone. Let him cook. And then my other honorable mention was Derek C. in France. And then my top three are S. Craig Zayla, Jeff Nichols, and Lynn Ramsey.
Nice. Okay, so my top three are Jeff Nichols, Alex Garland, and Taylor Sheridan. Okay, now we're going to review. Well, I'm not going to because it hasn't come out here in South Africa. I believe you went to go watch this last night. For context, we were recording Sunday morning, fresh after the fights. And you went to go see Dharma Love. How
Okay,
was it, man?
this is a film that I'm not going to say too much about, so that's almost like a drinking game at this point. So for our listeners who have been listening for a long time or just a few episodes, first of all, we appreciate you and hope you're having an awesome weekend. But yeah, I don't like to talk too much about movies. I don't like to give too much away. I feel like the less details you have, the better. If you are familiar with Lynn Ramsey, you know what you're in for. If you completely have no idea what we're talking about, I will try and keep this as brief as possible. So it's basically about a lady. Her name is Grace. She moves into this old house with her husband. She's a very young mom, and as things go on, she starts questioning her sanity. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to say more. I will say that Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson are unbelievable in this film. Their performances are probably going to get ignored by the Oscars as well.
Okay.
But for me, they need to be in the awards conversation. Lynn Ramsey's directing is, again, spot on. She's just so... Oh, I love her visual style and her way of filmmaking. I hope she gets some awards recognition for this film as well. I would highly recommend it. But yeah, it is quite heavy. So just a trigger warning for anyone looking for a family-friendly, funny Sunday movie. Maybe don't pick this one. But definitely it is a must-see of the films that came out this year. This is very high on the list. Right now I'm sitting on a 4.5 out of 5. But I actually want to go and see it again.
Sure.
It might go higher. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. I must definitely check it out. Okay. So that wraps up our film segment. Next is we're going to do a UFC 322 recap, and then we're going to continue with our series of the top 5 females in each division. Obviously, this week we're doing the bantamweights. But before we get into that, let's go into that UFC 322 fight card. It was a good card. I enjoyed it, especially some of the prelims.
Yes,
some of
the prelims
were
really
decent.
good. I must say, I watched the early prelims and the prelims, and yeah, I enjoyed the prelims. I thought, wow, people are really rocking up for MSG. It was really entertaining, and then and then the first 3 fights of the main card were just wow. I don't know what they were putting in their water or what was happening, but it was dude, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Crazy.
So obviously, Saint Denis knocking out Dariush in what I think it was 16 seconds, which is
16
crazy,
seconds.
mental. Yeah, look, I won't lie. I didn't dig seeing Dariush getting knocked out like that because I do like him as a fighter. I think he's brilliant. And also, he's just a man of God. Got a lot of respect for him. But nothing prepared me for what was next. And that was Leon Edwards getting flatlined. My word. That was crazy. Oh,
that
my
was
word,
hard
that is
to watch.
crazy.
I freaking love Leon, but he got...
Look, I didn't expect that, but I did not expect that. But Carlos Poites that man is a real threat at that division. He's
Yeah.
a machine. Pure machine. Let's just. I mean, we spoke about this while we were watching the fights, but the 170-pound division is the best
Dude,
division in the sport at the
it's
moment. There's very few others come even
yeah.
remotely close to it. It's just it's murder's row. I've said this before. It's that 155-pound division all those years ago that was just full of killers, and now
Mm-hmm.
it's the 170-pound guys. Oh, it's incredible, bud. Speaking of killers, Michael Morales knocking out
Sean Brady.
what's his name?
Oh,
Sean Brady. Oh,
that was
that was
mad.
mental.
That
That was
was
mental.
yeah. He it's almost like he was just in gear from as soon as the first round started. Michael Morales just had him. Um, he had like
Yeah,
he had that little level change. He was dude, that stance was so awkward, but he had it. So he's obviously been doing that in the sparring in his fight camp. He had Sean Brady nailed down, and Sean just couldn't get close enough to start digging. Got caught, and yeah, I'm excited, dude, because Sean Brady could be a champion in that division, and then to see someone come and do that to him, it's like, oh my word. So, and then you still got Shavkat on the sideline, you still got
yeah.
Ian Gary, you still got, oh dude, your welterweight is so stacked.
It's full of killers, like we said. It's full of killers there.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you were Dana, would you say who would you give the title shot to between Carlos Poites and Michael Morales, or would you make them fight against
Um,
each other?
I think I'm giving Michael Morales to Shavkat, and then I'll
Okay,
probably give the title shot to Prates just because Leon was champion. I mean, dude, Leon wasn't champion long ago. Like the guard just keeps changing. The passing of the guard keeps changing at welterweight. It's like
it's crazy, dude. It's hot potato. It's hot
literally,
potato
yeah.
at the moment.
So I think Ian Gary would probably need a win next weekend. And then yeah, we'll see, dude. But yeah, I would give the title shot to Carlos Prates, and I want Shavkat and Michael Morales to fight, just because one of those O's have to go. Somebody has to lose their donut. So it'll be
Yeah,
exciting to
that's
watch.
true.
Yeah.
Now, here's a question. We got the UFC White House card
Ugh,
coming up next year.
yeah.
Do do you go and make Topuria
100%.
Islam
That's
main event?
that's the biggest fight in the UFC to make. It's not Jones and Pereira. It's Ilya and Islam. In terms of like if we're actually basing two people in their prime, all of that. But dude, if we're talking biggest money wise, I think Jones and Alex probably makes more money. Jones versus Pereira would
Agreed.
be
Agreed.
massive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Oh,
instead
that would
of
be
two,
incredible.
the biggest competitive fight they can make at the moment is Ilya and Islam for sure. But the biggest in terms of
Islam, yeah.
the gates, pay-per-views, the shit going viral, it's definitely Jones and Pereira. Because I think one of the commentators
Pereira.
last night said that very quickly dismissed Jones and Pereira and said, no, it's Ilya and Islam's the bigger fight to make. And I'm like, you can't say that. Dude, Alex versus Jones is selling so many tickets. Oh my word, it's mad.
Big
That's
time.
one of the
Big
biggest
time.
fights in UFC history, if it
Agreed.
does happen. So, yeah,
If it does, it's a big
that's
if
the
at the
thing. That's the
moment.
thing. So, because
So yeah.
Jones is still technically retired, the biggest fight to make, yes, is Ilya and Islam, for sure. In terms of number one pound for pound, that's the biggest fight
Oh,
to make. Those are the two best guys.
yeah. They need to make that fight
Yeah,
happen. They need to make that fight happen.
yeah.
They have to do it. Okay. So that recaps UFC 322. Okay, now our top five female bantamweights of all time. D, you go first,
Okay.
dude.
I don't know if our list is going to be the same. Maybe a completely different 5. The number 1 surely has to be the same, but we'll see. My number 5 is Misha Tate.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like she's got the numbers behind her. She's a good fighter. Yeah, you can't argue against like her record and stuff. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about her because, like, for people listening, we can talk about the men a lot easier because they've been around longer, and the woman only started fighting in the UFC not so long ago. So some of them don't have like the amount of fights that like Matt Hughes does.
Well, I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, but the division has only been around for, I think it's about 12 years, give or take.
Yeah, the bantamweight division for the women's very, very young. Really young.
Yeah. Still very,
Yeah.
very new. Okay, so you
Misha
got
Tate,
Misha
yeah.
Tate. Interesting. My number 5 is somebody I consider she was like the mom of all these female fighters, and that is Kat Zingano.
Oh,
Obviously, not. She only had a few fights in the UFC, but when she was at, if I'm not mistaken, at Strikeforce, obviously she was the biggest name before like your Ronda Rousey came along and stuff. So yeah, and on top of that, she's got some big wins. I'll obviously leave the biggest one that she's won, but yeah, she beat Misha Tate. She fought Shevchenko, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Kat Zingano is
nice.
my number 5.
That is a shot, mate.
Yeah.
My number 4, she had to make this list purely because, and I don't want to give away somebody high on my list, but there was somebody so dominant, and then she came in and, with all due respect, like, she just bounced her off that cage, and I think she defended her belt once, but still, she had to make my list, and that is Holly Holmes. Oh my word, she was unbelievable. Holly Holmes, yeah.
Shout,
Yeah, she had to.
shout, mate. Yeah, the preacher's daughter is her nickname.
Bro, beast. She's a
Flippin'
beast.
awesome,
Yeah,
man.
absolute beast.
No, listen, she
Yeah,
was incredible.
yeah,
She was incredible. And same fight camp as John Jones. Greg Jackson
yeah,
was a coach. So yeah, very special athletes that come from that fight camp.
yeah.
Okay, nice, D. Yo, dude. So my number 4 is Cupcake, and that's
Nice.
Misha Tate. Misha has to
Yes.
be on this list.
Yeah,
She has to be on this list, dude. It's only fair that she is on this list. So
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, Tate's solid, bro. She's solid, solid, solid. I
no,
did
she is.
keep switching 4 and 5 around, and I was just like, whatever. Just yeah.
It's okay. That
I
happens.
think just because of what Holly did to who somehow just gave her the edge, I was like,
Yes.
flip. That's still mad. That's still one of like the biggest what the F moments in the UFC. Okay.
Yes, agreed.
My
Yo.
number 3 is
Yeah.
Raquel Pennington.
Oh, one of the
Yeah.
first. Yeah. Nice.
Was also
That's a
champ.
shot, dude.
Yeah, dude. I dug her. Liked seeing her get into the cage, do her thing, and yeah, she's just. I think from 3, 4, and 5 are quite close for me, and then bro 2 and 1 are like, yeah, 2 and 1 are quite far.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair. That's a fair shot.
yeah.
Okay. Yo, dude. My number 3. This might be very controversial, but this is my list. I'm going to say it again. It's my list. Number 3 is the woman that was responsible for bringing the ladies to the UFC. The armbar queen, and that is Ronda Rousey.
Nice. I mean, fair, bro. Fair.
She has to be on the list. She is responsible for opening up the ladies to come into the UFC. For those of you who don't know, Dana White, the president of the UFC, for many years said that no females will ever fight in the UFC. And then obviously it took somebody very special to change his mind, and Ronda was one of them. Unfortunately, she's got such a shit attitude.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. She was incredible. It was incredible for her to do what she did. I think she won 7 straight fights with Ombar.
Something mad like that, yeah.
But the problem is when she fought certain 2 people, they were overlooked, and it cost her dearly. So yeah, my number 3 is Ronda Rousey.
Well, yeah, I can just carry on from what you were saying, because my number 2 was Ronda Rousey. Like you said, she's a pioneer of the sport. The women's division, we don't have it today without her. Obviously not just her, that's not what we're saying, so don't clap back. And we're not ignoring people like Chris Cyborg and people who really came in, and even Gina Carano deserves a shout for sort of getting it started. But Ronda was definitely the face of women's MMA, and all these women have this opportunity now, and they owe her a debt for sure.
Big time.
Yeah. Landing into sort of what I was alluding to earlier, what Holly Holmes did to her. I watched that fight with you, and I'll never forget, because you were like, you had already seen it, and you were just like, just be ready for this card. And I'm like, okay. And then we watched that fight, and I was like, oh my!
It's one of my favorite fights, dude. Because of what happened, it's one of my favorite fights.
She got absolutely
She sent her to another realm, but he sent her to another realm. That is the definition of it. He sent to another realm. No disrespect to Ronda, but yes,
100%.
Okay, my number 2 is the preacher's daughter. That is Holly Holmes.
Fair enough. Not fair.
And it's because, I'm sorry, but like I say, it's my list. If anybody's got a problem with it, they can go ahead. It's fine. But she got that number 2 because of that knockout, and it's glorious. It is so glorious.
Yeah.
So she's my number 2.
Fair. Bro, no cap. She was my number 2, and I was like, flip. With all the title defenses and that Ronda had, I was just like, I don't want to put it number 2, but yeah, Holly and Ronda switched a few times. So it's valid, bro. It's valid. I don't even think that's controversial. What she did to Ronda was
disgusting. Disgusting, dude. Who was the ref? Was it Herb Dean? It was Herb, eh?
Bro, he was checking his emails, and Ronda was fighting for her life, dude. You know what Herb Dean was doing? He saw Matt Hughes in the crowd, and he was like, yes, bro, you're the best welterweight ever. I freaking love you. Freaking.
Oh, whatever. GSP's the best, bro. You know it. You know it. When you're done watching everything, you'll see. You'll agree with me, and we'll record it and everything, and you'll see.
Bro, I feel like we don't even have to say our number 1, because she's by far the number 1. Number 1 and 2 are not close.
No.
Yeah. I should take back what I said earlier. 2 was not far from the other. 2, 3, 4, and 5 are close. 1 is Amanda Nunes, and it's not even close. It's
1 is leaps and bounds.
Amanda.
We've got the same number 1.
Yeah.
I just know. If this woman is not number 1 on anyone's list,
there's something wrong. Bro, Amanda Nunes, double strap.
Yep. Only woman to have a double strap.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
She lost and came back. Yeah. Look, she lost also to one of the biggest UFC upsets. It's up there as one of the biggest upsets for sure.
Yeah, that is it.
That was crazy, bro. I'll never forget that fight. I was like, what the flip is going on? Like, mad.
That was insane,
but that being said, completely dominant. She's coming back to fight Brock Lesnar. That's going to be a freaking banger when it happens. And no, she's not actually fighting Brock Lesnar. She's fighting another female fighter with all due respect. She looks like Brock Lesnar. Like, no, the way
It
to
doesn't
say
look
it.
like Brock Lesnar with long hair.
Yeah.
That's Kerry Danielson.
Her and Amanda's going to be a banger.
That's gonna be one of the biggest fights of next year for
Yeah.
sure. Sure. Okay, so obviously we're speaking about Amanda Nunes, guys. She has got the most title wins and defenses in the division. Double champ.
Yeah.
She's incredible. She was incredible. She's retired now. So yeah. Dee, do you want to recap your list?
Cool. So Misha Tate, Holly Holmes, Raquel Pennington, Ronda Rousey, and Amanda Nunes.
Nice. Okay, so obviously I didn't want to say number 5 who she had beaten, but for context, Kat Zingano had beaten Amanda Nunes. It was early days of Amanda Nunes' career, but still, she beat her. So just to recap my list, Kat Zingano number 5, Misha Tate 4, Ronda 3, Holly Holmes 2, and Amanda Nunes number 1. Okay, that wraps up our MMA talk. Did we speak about Shevchenko, by the way?
No,
we didn't.
We spoke about Shevchenko. Oh, bro. I mean, we didn't, but
yeah. Well, look, I just want to say this. That was not the fight I expected. I was so excited for that fight. I honestly thought it was going to be a bit better. Shevchenko is now on her 11th title fight, and she's tied for 4th overall in UFC history. I think we'll just leave it at that. She's incredible.
Yeah, bro. In the main events, I mean, main event wasn't that exciting either. So, yeah.
No, the last 2 title fights weren't great.
The way the card started, I thought, man, we are in for a night. Like, those first 3 cards are mental. So, if you guys want to catch up on 322, we still recommend it. Those first 3 fights are mad. Don't look at your phone. Don't go to the freaking kitchen. Just watch. It will happen when you least expect it. And then, the last 2 were just...
100%.
Yeah. It was quite crazy.
That's crazy.
And then,
Okay, and then, it's... Dude, look, not every fight can be a war. It happens. It is what it is. Shevchenko did what she needed to do. Weili just struggled with certain elements of Shevchenko's game. And that's what makes Shevchenko Shevchenko. So
100%.
Okay. So let's move away from the MMA now. Okay, we're going to go to football. Obviously, not a lot to discuss. Well, not a lot to discuss, but Arsenal dropped points last week, which was very disappointing. Sutherland played so well, though. United, you were supposed to beat the Spurs, but you didn't. It's okay. The curse of Richarlison scoring in the 90th minute goes on, where his team doesn't win, which is good. I don't want to say anything else.
Bro, say it. We got absolutely slapped. We got slapped, dude. I don't know how you beat Madrid 1-0 and then 4 or 5 days later lose 3-0 to City. But, I mean, that...
But I just want to say one thing, dude. Doku. That was one of Doku's best games I've ever seen him play.
A beast.
He was incredible. He was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that goal was a screamer as well. Jeez, that goal was nuts.
Oh, it was mad, dude. It was mad. Look, I will say this: that goal was never offsides. That VDV scored, that Van Dijk scored. It was never offsides. I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. It wasn't interfering with play. I don't know how that was ruled offsides. That was, excuse my language, that was bullshit.
Oh, yeah, look, I mean, bro, football's just like that. We're adding all these cameras and VAR and all these things, and we still don't get it right. So it's a joke at this point. It's a joke.
It's disappointing.
Every other sport gets it right. There's no controversial calls. Football, we literally have, I don't know how many officials, a video official, and we still can't get it correct. So I don't know. I mean, we still deserve to lose, and we did. And Liverpool need to get in gear, because after Christmas, the season gets rough. After Christmas, it's brutal. So we really need to shape up the rest of this month and December. December's a lot of games, bro. December's a lot of games. So that will start widening the gaps, because from 11 to 1st is only, I think, like 5 points. Something mad like that.
Yes, that's right.
It's crazy.
It's very.
Yeah, so from 11th to 4th, from 12th to 4th is only 3 points. Yeah.
What?
It's mad.
Oh, that's mental.
And then 3rd is only 1 point more. 2nd is only 2 points more than 3rd. And then Arsenal, you guys have you've got a 4-point lead over City. But still, from Arsenal, who are 1st, to Brentford, who are 12th, is only 10 points, bro. It's crazy. So,
look, I keep saying it. It's still a very long way.
People need to relax. People are already pretending like the league's over. Relax. You all need to relax.
It's not over. It's not over until the final day. It's not over until the final day.
So,
okay. Speaking of disappointing, Portugal losing to Ireland in that qualifier. That was.
We always do the same things. We always do the same things. I want to get off the roller coaster, man. Portugal just always do this. We struggle to freaking qualify, and then we go into the tournament. We get the wins, and then we lose to like a flipping block. We'll just lose in the dumbest way, or the ball just won't go in. Or it's classic Portugal, bro. Classic Portugal.
No, but I mean, we've been speaking about this often. Why is Ronaldo starting? There's other talent on that field. Yes, they don't have his numbers, but still, why is he starting? But anyway, it is what it is. Well done to Ireland. Obviously, Portugal have got to win today. They're playing Albania, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. And then Ireland have got Hungary later. So that will be interesting. And then, the shock of those qualifiers was Belgium not beating Kazakhstan, a 10-man Kazakhstan, might I add.
Imagine. That was shocking.
Crazy. No, dude, that was
shocking. Whoever bets on that, unlucky.
Other than that, there's not really. Yeah, it's
mad.
It's crazy. Mad. But yeah, guys, as always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time and for joining me and Dee for episode 29.
See you for 30 next week. Jesus, mad. Episode 30.
30 next week. We've got an exciting one for you guys. And then, till next time, have a blessed week and chat to you all soon.
Guys, God bless.
Cheers, guys.
Okay, cheers.